Until he began living there, Sahadevan had thought of Delhi as a city of love, heartbreak, separation, and melancholy. It was the novelist in him that made him believe that. For the journalist Kuni Krishnan, Delhi was a city of death and starvation. Where the novelist sees separation, the journalist sees death. Where the novelist perceives love, the journalist perceives lust.
So Delhi, a Soliloquy won the JCB Prize for Literature in 2021. How did that change your life as a writer? Because I remember you saying that the prize helped the book to transcend borders and reach a lot many more people. But you as a writer, how did that make a difference?
First of all, it's a big honor for me to have won this prestigious literature prize, and of course it helps. For example, when I win an award, it throws light on me and on my work. We become visible, the author and the book.
He was the keeper of other people's dreams.
Yeah.
Is Delhi in some way a keeper of your dreams?
Yeah.
Or is the book Delhi a Soliloquy some way a keeper of your dreams?
Yeah, in fact, I as an author, I am the keeper of the dreams of the poor people, the marginalized people. And I think Delhi is the keeper of my dreams. So we are together. When I came here, Delhi was very, very small. It's like a village, all these tombs and monuments. Sometimes when I felt that I was living in the midst of history. So considering all these things, I think Delhi is the best place to write. Yesterday when I landed, I was very nostalgic. I have so many memories of Delhi. See, I lived here for more than 40 years. I came here as a young man and I left Delhi as an aged person, all grey. So that means I was born in Mahe, I grew up there, but I lived and aged in Delhi. I used to come here very often, especially because my office was not far away from here. So whenever I get some free time, this is a place I used to come, Triveni. Then there is Sahitya Academy, Lalit Kala Academy, and I had friends there. But in those days, now I don't know anybody because that was long ago. You see, I am a kind of person who loves wanderlust. You see, whenever I get time, I just go out and I can't sit in some place, permanently. I have to go out, open. Because if I sit somewhere for a long time, I feel that I am in a kind of jail or something. Though this is my the dearest place. And you remember the character Vasu in the novel? Yes. And he sits here very often.
Yes,
he sleeps there.
Yeah,
on
sleeps
on these steps. Yeah. I was carrying the idea of the novel for so many years. But when I thought that now I could write, the moment has come, I came to Delhi. So that was in 2009. Then I started writing. I like this anonymity, and when a writer should be cut off from the remaining world, the outside world. That way I can concentrate more on my work.
Every morning, as soon as he woke up, he needed a cup of tea. Only then could he get started. That morning, he had poured kerosene in the stove, pumped it, then fired it up and put the water on to boil with milk. When he opened the Horlicks bottle in which he stored sugar, it was crawling with ants. Dejected, he sat on the floor of the veranda for a while. Then he left the house and had to wait outside Chandani restaurant until it opened.
Somewhere, people back in Kerala also think and they own the book and they say the book is as much about us as it is about the people of Delhi. And if you look at the stories of all the characters, let's say if it's Rosie or it's Vanaja, whatever is happening in Delhi kind of gets connected and reflects back to what is happening in their lives in Kerala. So don't you think, did you do this juxtaposition consciously, or it's just the way you narrated the story and it came out like that?
Not intentionally, but it so happened. But they could relate to whatever I have described in the book. They haven't been here, most of the readers. They read first in Malayalam and later on when the English version came out, they started buying it. They have read the original Malayalam, then started buying English version also. And the people who migrate, Malayalis who migrate to a city, what they do, they when come to Delhi, for example, they don't come bare-handed. They bring their river, their sea breeze, their mango trees, moringa trees, and their festivals, mackerel and sardine curry. So they bring the whole thing to Kerala.
Although Lalita had lived in the city for 9 years now, she was still afraid to travel alone. But anytime she heard that sardines and mackerels were available in the market, her fear would vanish. She would change into a fresh sari at once, pick up her bag, put on her sandals and set out to buy fish. In November and December, sea fish arrived in Delhi from Gujarat and Orissa. Pomfrey, seerfish, sardines and mackerel. The pleasure of eating fish curry helped them forget the inconveniences of the cold season.
Many years I am here again in the Gadi Artist Village. This was my favorite place long ago. I have spent a lot of time here, just like Mandi House. Especially I was fascinated by sculptures. It was amazing to see how a shapeless stone shaping the human being or animals or birds. That was really a magic. And after so many years, I wrote a novel, Delhi, a Soliloquy, and there was a character in the novel called Vasu, and he visits here. He's a painter, so he visits here. That was, I was just, when I was describing his visit, that was, in fact, it was my visit, maybe so many years back.
A vegetable market was held every Saturday at Sevanagar. By afternoon, bullock carts laden with potatoes, onions, radishes, cauliflowers and tomatoes arrived from villages on the outskirts of Delhi. Till late in the night, vegetable sellers conducted their business in the light of Petromaxes bundled up against the cold. Not just the people from Karbala and Lodi colony, but even rich people from posh colonies like Defence Colony came to Sevanagar to buy vegetables.
Well, now I am at the Sevanagar market. You can see this. And this is a place where one of the main characters of my novel, Delhi Soliloquy, lived, Sridhar Nunni, Devi, and their children. But I was looking for where they were staying, but that kind of flats, small flats, only one room flat, but that is no more there. All these flats have become shops. So that is the result of commercialization. So the flats are no more there, maybe it's somewhere, but it's completely modified. But in those days, these shops were not there. And there was a moringa tree in the novel. It was actually there, and now I can't find it. That is maybe somewhere hidden, or there are no more moringa tree. But it is there. Whatever I described in the book, it is there, but it's hidden. Hidden, that, but behind the shops or within the shop, it is there. It exists in our memory. So actually, when I look at a shop here, I don't see the shop. I see the flat which was there, where Devi, Sridharani, and their two children, Vidya, they all lived, and where Sakadevan used to frequently used to come here.
What do you think readers reacted to in both versions, the Malayalam version and the English version? How far and wide do you think it was accepted and it reached people?
Yeah. You see, in Malayalam, the book sold very well. So when the English version came out, that triggered discussions, much more interesting. I was surprised that there almost all the newspapers and magazines, weeklies, they were published kind of what you could say, the reviews. Outside also, I got even sometimes some email from France and Paris. In Paris, I got an email, a lady saying that it is wonderful, we have read it. And,
that's nice.
Yeah. Even the ambassador, French ambassador, yesterday he said there should be a French translation. He said, JCB Prize, it's something, it matters a lot, It changes people's perspective or about the book, a particular book. The moment the book wins a prize like JCB, then everybody, as I said yesterday, then it throws light on the book. Delhi is the most creative city. I have been to many other places, but I haven't seen a city like Delhi. And personally, you won't believe it, the moment I am in Delhi, I feel like writing something.